Hi you guys, it's Candice Marie here. For those of you who are new, I am a social media consultant and strategist who lives in New York. However, I'm in sunny Miami right now. My background has been in corporate social media, where I led social media for brands such as Barney's New York and PRADA. I wanted to jump in before we hopped into this week's episode to let you know that my course, The Art of Partnerships, has officially launched. And you're probably wondering, what is this course about? Over the years, I have booked, without an agent, without a manager, my own partnerships across my social media space. Whether it's in the tech space, the fashion space, the home space, and beyond, I've been able to book with some of the most iconic brands, partnerships, and leveraging my social media accounts, even on top of my consulting. So this course is a step-by-step guide of everything I've learned in the past 7 years of booking my own partnerships, from the negotiation process to the contracts, to like, how do I start? Like, who do I reach out to? How do I approach someone if I don't have the contact or I don't know the person? Everything that I've done over the years, whether I have the relationship or not, I put this in this guide. And there's a premium package that gives some amazing bonuses. So I will place the link below as well as the description. So if you want to check that out, you can. But enough of that for now. I will let Candice from the past talk to you guys now. Talk soon.
Hobby is a combination of emails and the blog, because I'll explain it a little bit more later, but it's you can also sell certain parts of the newsletter. They can read
all the content, but it's made for me. So I need to kind of convert it over so it's made.
Thank you so much, Tim. Candice?
So I'm launching a course. So end of last year, I launched a product, which was more so you sign up, you get the PDF like paid through like more like Kit, and it performed really well and wanted to do a more like bigger format video content. I've already plugged in mostly everything. Like I've been playing around with it. Like all the videos are in line, but I just want to make sure that the rollout is like solid. Thank you. You guys know where we're at. We're back at the desk. Today has already started off really crazy. Today's Tuesday. I have 10 days left. The 10-day countdown begins to the actual launch of The Art of Partnerships. And I have back-to-back meetings today. I already have been out. It's crazy because I took my camera and everything and I went to this meeting and literally recorded nothing. I was like so into the meeting that I didn't even pick up the camera, which is okay. And I think it's okay. Things happen and I needed to more so handle business in that meeting. So there's that. We're about to have back-to-back meetings. So again, in preparation for the Art of Partnerships, there's multiple things that need to happen, and that is my alarm going off being like, you need to hop on a call. But I'm gonna run you guys through basically the meetings that I have back to back. So the first meeting, so anything happening regarding like experiences, regarding the launch, that's what I'm going to talk to this manager about. She's the one booking me for ad week, for different talks, for Accelerate Her, all these things that are gonna help amplify this with me being on stage. And if partnerships come through that, such as like a social media partnership, even better. Then I have a conversation with my website person where they're making sure like everything is integrated on my website so you can fully access the course. And then lastly, I have a conversation with the press person. All of the press pieces that'll go out, whether it's business press, fashion press, tech press. So it's a lot happening, and the meetings are back to back because I kind of want to just get them out of the way so the rest of the day I am fine-tuning this course and everything that's going online because it's so detail-oriented and so intricate. So I want to make sure that's done. So let me get done. Let me stop talking. Let me hop on this call. Then we'll hop back on. Okay. Deep sigh, deep breath. Okay, we made it through one meeting. The meeting was short, which is great. Let's just see where we land. I feel like I need this week maybe to fully see how things are like shaping out and going Again, I think once I'm done with the next 2 meetings, I'll kind of have a better understanding. Let's get some work done, you guys. It's Tuesday and it feels like we have all the time in the world, but time is dwindling down. And the more that I get done at the front end of this week, the less I'm going to have to do and feel pressured to do at the end of this week. So it's about the course. I'm hoping that I can plow through some work and maybe by 7 p.m., 8 p.m., I'm feeling good. I know that sounds crazy, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., but that's what it's giving for today. It's giving, it's gonna be a late day and it's okay. Let's talk about this. I even had to tell a few people. I basically told a friend being like, I'm the friend that everyone comes to for advice, for, I want to spitball, I want to have this conversation, which is okay. That's okay. However, for these next 2 weeks, I just don't have the mental capacity to do it. And so I was telling my friend, how do I tell people that, hey, I can't talk to you right now. I can't have this conversation. I can't use my brain power for that. I think a lot of times when you are in the space where you make money off of your knowledge, it seems more accessible to people versus like a product. Like, let's say I came into a store and said like, oh, I want this coat for free. That sounds crazy. But if I come to you being like, oh, I need this advice for free, you can kind of get away with it, right? A little bit, Yeah. So I'm trying to explain this as best way I can. So it's like my knowledge is what I make money off of. So every time someone comes and asks me a question or that's how I make my money. So I do feel like it's this fine line between like how much is too much of asking and like, what is this line that's drawn? The line that I'm just drawing this week is that I do not have the capacity. Anything mentally or that I'm putting into helping someone else for their project, I need to be putting into my project currently. And I rarely do this, but it's necessary this week. No apologies. That's that. Okay, let me go. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, we are back at the desk. And no, it is not a different day. It is the same day. I just had to change out of my outfit, get a little more comfortable. I put in a lot of work and I call this the second shift. And so I call it the second shift because it's 7 p.m. and I probably will go to about 11 p.m. When it comes to launches, I knew what happened last launch for 75 Not So Hard Guide. And I was prepared, but what I did not prepare for was the influx of people that would flood my inbox, my email, clicking on the link, all of that. And so it was overwhelming. It was very overwhelming in a good way. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little panicky because I was like, oh my gosh. And again, these are all good problems to have. But from a customer service standpoint, customer service perspective, I don't want someone to try to go and purchase this next thing and they're hit with a DM that they can't access it over their Instagram, that something has happened, or they've tried to access it over TikTok, it's not working, or they tried to click on the link, or they went to the course and something was missing. All those things cannot happen. So in my mind, I'm thinking if the 75 guide went out with such force with just me on my personal organic social media talking about it, and now I'm having press, I'm having conversations and talks, I'm having, just all the things happening to help push this along with me doing it's going to be insane. That's the goal. We want it to be insane, but this time I want to be prepared. So I'd rather put in a few very late nights right now so that I get up on that stage, I announce this launch, we go out with the launch, and we just have a flow and we know exactly what we're doing. Everyone is working around the clock, especially on the day of launch. We'll probably launch later in the evening because that's when I notice a spark and how things performed last time. So we're going to go with that same timing, but I want to be as prepared as possible. So what I am tackling this evening is finishing up what my social media marketing, like the videos and things like that, will look like going across the platforms. So I at least want to finish and complete creatively concepting the first video. I have 3 scripts written and I've already started on basically creatively flushing out the first video, and that's probably the most important video. Granted, I won't do like 75 where I launch like a video every single day for the 75 days. It'll be more so being like, hey, we're honing in on 3 videos first to start off with, see how it performs. Then we'll use those testings and learnings to then create the next batch of content. I'm breathing on here because I had to breathe. I had to take a step away earlier because I felt so much anxiety starting to rush through my body. And it's this moment of feeling a bit overwhelmed, but I know I have what it takes to make this happen. But full transparency, I had a little bit of a panic, and anxiety can creep up really quickly out of, with days like this, especially the days that I find that I have the most anxiety is when I feel like I don't have the most control over the day. So today I had 4 meetings back to back, one being away from my desk and then coming back and having 3 consecutive meetings. So all of that time that I might have used, and I call it like, those prime hours to be creatively concepting, especially early in the day where your mind is fresh, all of that has now has to happen at the end of the day, which I don't like. I don't love it. But we got to do what we got to do because I'm not waiting till tomorrow for this thing to be done, because tomorrow there's other things to be tackled, because I want everything finally flushed out when it comes to the platforms that we're using. I had to do like courses to learn how this platform works that I'm integrating it into. So that's a whole other thing. But I want it to be fully flushed out so that certain colleagues can go in and test out the system to make sure there is no problems. And again, I want them to catch the problems. I want them to catch the problems now so that when people purchase the course, there are no problems. We're cutting it close, and I'm gonna leave you guys, but you'll at least be able to come here and say, I remember when she talked about that and that thing popped off. That's what we're going for here. She put that thing out, she worked really hard, put it out, and now look at it. It's popping. So thanks for being here with me another day. Tomorrow, I'll check back in. I'll tell you how I'm doing. But right now, it's time to get to work. Good morning. It is Wednesday. We are hitting the ground running. I had a talk this morning with a client, and now it's all about the course today. It's all about getting some things done with the course. I have to have everything finished, complete, because I want people to go in and start testing things today. So I put a hard deadline for end of today, which is going to be a lot. But guess who finished the first, creative concept for the first video? So that's to the editor. So at least I got that done. And now it is getting some things sorted out for the course. I'm hoping I can go and take a walk a little bit later on because it is nice and sunny outside, and I feel like I missed yesterday. Yesterday was super sunny and I didn't get a chance to really go outside besides heading to my meeting and rushing back in. So I feel like that would do my body good. My assistant just arrived, so I want to get her started on some things first, and then, that's her. Then I can hopefully go on a walk with you guys. Okay, talk soon. So I'm packing my bag at the moment because I need to go to the doctor. I'm not sure exactly what's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's stress. Pretty sure it's stress or stress related in some way. But I'm going to take my computer with me because I have a feeling that I am going to have to wait a little while just because I did not have an appointment today. But this is my doctor that saw me. Basically, she's the one that found when I had my lung collapse. So she's the one I trust, and she knows just like what happened last time. So she's like, come in, let's see if I'll squeeze you in, just figure it out. But that means I probably will be in the doctor's office for a few hours, probably more than a few hours, several hours. So I just want to go and make sure I'm okay. I want to make sure things are okay. A lot of stress has come with doing this masterclass. Anybody that's in the entrepreneur space, you take on a lot of responsibility, a lot of responsibility mentally, business-wise, financial-wise, just it's a lot. So I kind of feel bummed just because I really needed to put in a good day of work today. But I talked to my mom, I talked to my aunt, and the best thing for me to do is to go get checked out, make sure I'm okay. And if there's something wrong, I can get it figured out, because I fly to Miami next week to kick off this masterclass, and that has me a little bit sad right now. Okay. Let's pray nothing is wrong, something that's fixable, or that just needs, extra care or rest, and yeah, I'll come back and update you guys.